Tawanda, thanks so much. In the news this morning, big scare for students, parents, and teachers today in Lebanon. The special school district closed suddenly this morning after a threat was made through the district website. The superintendent says the threat was sent in an email to the Winfrey Harvey Middle School principal about 6 a.m. But because police couldn't finish investigating before school started, they decided to cancel. Police are pursuing leads on who sent that threat. Nashville District Attorney Glenn Funk has asked the TBI to investigate whether Mayor Megan Barry misspent taxpayer money during her affair with her police bodyguard. News Channel 5 Investigates found this photo of Sergeant Rob Forrest with the mayor at a conference in Paris, France. And these pictures show them taking a tour during a conference in New York. Forrest was on the clock and in some cases billing taxpayers for overtime. Metro Police Chief Steve Anderson said he just learned of the affair this past Tuesday and doesn't believe any departmental rules were violated. All this comes as Mayor Barry is working to pass a $5.5 billion transit plan. Our Sophie Nielsen-Colding has more on that part of the story.
We've heard a lot of voters weighing in saying they don't want to support the transportation anymore, but so far public officials have said that they are still going to stick with it. Now, the mayor has been the face of the proposal, but the reality is there are a lot of groups behind it, and they say they'll continue to work on the campaign. Even Governor Haslam urged city leaders and voters to focus on the transit issue, which he says was an issue with or without this scandal. Metro Council member Jeremy Elrod, who's a bill sponsorer, echoed those thoughts, saying this scandal won't change the transit ordinance.
I'm sure it'll complicate things, but I don't think it complicates the fact that traffic is a problem and that we need to address it. No matter what happened yesterday or what may be coming out in the days ahead, we need to address our traffic issue and our transportation system as a whole as a city.
The third and final vote for this transit ordinance happens on Tuesday, and if it passes City Council, it'll be put on the ballot for May for voters to decide. In Nashville, Sophie Nielsen-Colding, News Channel 5.
Sophie, thank you. And 1 year ago today, Metro officer Eric Mumaw gave his life to save a suicidal woman. Officer Mumaw was trying to help the woman who had threatened to drive her car into the Cumberland River. He was holding onto her car when she hit the gas, pulling him into the water where he drowned. Police say the driver, Julie Glisson, was drunk at the time. She's now charged with vehicular homicide and is expected to face trial in September. And many of us here at News Channel 5 are wearing red as part of the National Go Red for Women Day. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the world, and February is also Heart Health Month. Now, you also may see folks wearing these pins. I know that's hard to see, and these boas like this one I had to wrestle away from Leland. He's been wearing it around the station all morning. Buildings across the city were glowing this morning as well and will also be lit in red tonight. And your Nashville Predators knocked the LA Kings off their throne last night with a 5-zip shutout in Smashville. Check it out. Standout Philip Forsberg's back on the ice and better than ever, and his return and the announcement that Mike Fisher's coming out of retirement must have really fired up the guys in gold. The Preds will face the Rangers for another home game. Puck drop at 7 tomorrow night. Go Preds.